Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is Eddie Marcus, and I'm back again. Isn't that something? Master really be focusing on you, making sure that you get it all. Let me ask you this, ladies and gentlemen. Do you feel kind of funny that maybe when it comes down to this political stuff, that we've been played as a people? I mean, think about it. Think about it. From the time Donald Trump started running for office, everybody knew he shouldn't have been running because they knew he did not have what it would take to actually represent them or what they wanted others to think represented them. So, no matter what happened, he was propped up at every turn. Every lie he told, every little crazy thing he did got publicized by the media. He didn't even have to spend any money. The media, the entire media was following around everything he said. Half of the nation was falling in love with him because he was acting like he didn't have any sense. The other part of the nation acted like they were just disgusted as can be. And that made for news. So they weren't talking about anything of value, anything that had to do with substance. They were just talking about the lies and the bull that Donald Trump was pulling and got all that attention. Now, we think that was something that just occurred. It wasn't, ladies and gentlemen. That was a white power play. A white power play. And I'm not talking about just white people in America. No, I'm not. White people in America alone are not smart enough to do that. They're crazy, but they're not smart enough to do that. That's a white power ploy from all over the earth, wherever white people are, trying to maintain power. Maintain power. They really do believe that there's a super race. I mean, what you hear the hate groups saying, the hate groups will say it out loud, but that's what white folks think. White folks think that they are it, but don't jump on them. Black folks think that they are it too. And it keeps them right where they're at, tricking themselves, fooling themselves. Anyway, but that was a white power ploy. Now, Donald Trump goes through violating all these rules, all the regulations, just like people knew he was going to do. At least the other half of the nation, or 3/4 of the nation, knew just what he was going to do, and he did it. And it pissed them off badly. And so they wanted to try to get him. The people did. They wanted to say, well, no, we're tired of this. We don't want to have anything to do with that. But that is not the will of the white power. That's why Mullen wouldn't say the things that needed to be said when he did that investigation. He came back and left it loose. He left it loose where the people were weak and could take it and let it slide by, then maybe he can get by. But if he had called it, put it on the money and said this was a crook, the people would have been saying, well, I knew he was a crook, and that'd have been it. But no, the white power ploy say, no, don't say that. Just leave it to them. And they left it to them, and their judgment was right. It went straight through, sailed through like nothing. And Trump said, I told you. The devil said, I told you. All of those dictators said, I told you there was the power play. Trump was so excited, he jumped right back on it the next day, starting his next move. Now, you got those of you who says this impeachment thing that just went through this time. That was another extension of white power play. The people said, we're not going to take it. And the representatives of the people were seeing how the people were feeling, so they had to do something. So the white power ploy had to determine what to do. So they allowed for the impeachment process to take place. But the charges, that was going to determine, what moves they were going to make. So everybody, if you ask people or ask the professionals or the people who are doing that kind of studies, they can tell you all of the crimes that Trump did. I mean, he just violated. I'm talking about crimes. But he was not charged for any of the crimes. He was charged for obstruction of justice and some other stuff. Two little things that you just couldn't put your finger on. Here again, they did the same thing that they did with Mullen. Rather than charge him with embezzlement, rather than charging him with what he was doing with the banks, rather than charging him with what he was doing to prostitutes, rather than charging him for the lies that he was telling, rather than charging him for and getting his taxes, like you got everybody else's taxes. Like not allowing him to have stuff over in Russia like you in other places of the world, businesses having things to do with the article clause, forcing him the same way he did other people. But no, they found some way of escape for that. Some way of escape for that. And it appears as when you went through that impeachment process, even the part that went through the Senate, you didn't charge this man. You gave him something where people would say, well, obstruction of justice. What is that? Now here again, the white ploy was, let's say, use this. See, if you're charging with crimes, the people will say, oh, we know that. We can't have that. He was charged with crime. But obstruction of justice, they say, well, what is that? They can't even attach that. And what the white power is saying, see, how far are they? And now it appears, as we will see tomorrow, that he slid straight through that. That means that we, the American people, have been dumbed down so dumb we ought to be ashamed to let everybody know we just dumb. Played like a doggone fiddle. And now what's happening? He's getting up talking about who he's going to punish. See, that's what we've come to. That's what they do in the banana republic. That's what they do in dictatorships. He's running there right now saying, I'm going to punish, or how I'm going to punish those who didn't stand up for me, those who spoke against me. This is what the American people have been played down to by the white power structure, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't talking about America's alone. America's just a part of it. You've been tricked. We've been tricked. I ain't been tricked. You've been tricked. We all been played. And now, here's the other part. You see where we've come. We've come all the way back down to almost just like Russia. We'll find out next year if we're just like Russia and North Korea or something. We'll probably be like North Korea. With Donald Trump, we'll probably be like North Korea. And so, this is what that status, where we come to. Here is the talking about 2020. You know what Trump gonna do. He got the white power structure gonna make sure he's there. Because you got a whole bunch of states won't even allow other candidates to compete. No, we don't want you. We want Donald. We don't want you to stand up again. We don't want anything. We want Donald. Can you imagine? We don't, nope. Well, hey, I got the right to run. Now we don't want you. We're going to give out Donald. They want to give you run as a run as a right end. We want Donald, it says. And what are the Democrats thinking? They are saying, we're trying to find somebody that can beat Trump. We got to find somebody. See, that's another ploy. That's another ploy. We have been reduced so low that we have actually turned up to a dictatorship. In theory, we'll see pretty soon. Well, we already turned to a great degree. But rather than looking at the suffering that we've had to endure all of the past 50 years, let me just say 50, all of the suffering, and the kind of adjustments that needs to be made in regards to the concerns and the aspirations and the desires of the people, we're not even talking about that. The people should be so fed up that they should be saying no more. And its leaders should be out there with the biggest voice saying no more and meaning it. But they can't mean it unless they know they got the voice and the support of you, the people. And they don't. Give us somebody that can beat Trump. Then maybe another 4, even if they beat Trump, another 4, maybe 8 more years taking, we going down through that little old strutting stuff. When our focus should be on changing our society. Every human being in America should be had that on their mind. Every human being in America should say, I'm not going to allow you to make a fool out of me or a fool out of my neighbor. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make up my mind that I want my neighbor to be treated as wonderful as I want to be treated. That's what they should say. I want my neighbor to be treated as wonderful as I want to be treated. And we got a lot of stuff here in this country. And we can all be treated like we're in heaven. But we got to want it, we got to demand it, and push everything else aside. Let us play the game now. Let us be the bosses. I'm tired of people making a fool out of us. While we sit there talking about we know God, they laughing at us. What kind of God is this that allows us to go down in hell and then won't even show us a way out? And having shown us a way out, won't give us enough courage or help us with some courage to stand up. At least one or two of us. We might be able to lead somebody out. Anyway, we're being played. So I propose to you, ladies and gentlemen of this citizenry of this nation, don't let them trick you into accepting the fact that they're just trying to find somebody that can beat Trump. If all we are concerned about, and listen to me good, let me look at you. If all we are concerned about is to find somebody that can beat Trump, and don't think about the hellish, devilish situations of our lives, if we put beating Trump above that, then Trump deserves to win. And we need or deserve to get beat down by every beating stick that he would put on us. If we have been beat that low, how low can we go? We'll find out. So I am not telling you to go low. I'm telling you to wake up. This is a moment. This is a moment, ladies and gentlemen. See, because this is, let me say this and I'm going to leave. This is what's happening. I have just shared with you how low we've come. And we're still being weighed to take us lower. So this is not the time to say, beat Trump. What this is the time for us is to have a rebound, to go higher in our social experience and our economic experience than we've ever gone since the establishment of the United States of America. We should jump over the wall to its highest heights. That's what we should do. That's what we deserve. That's what God would have us to do. The devil trying to take us so low. The devil's little minions don't want to know that we don't want to go that low, but they don't want us to go high, so they try to give us some other little spots, some other little spaces to fall to. We'll catch on to this one, one. We'll catch on to this one. This is better than that one. Well, just catch on to this one. This is, I say to hell with all that stuff. Jump up as far as your imagination will allow you to go. And I'm telling you, if you bring the freedom and the peace and the love and the joy of everybody else, it'll give you a spring that would just probably take you right where you really want to go. And that's not weight, baby. That's freedom. Till next time, goodbye.